Guys, so today I'm making those box perches. I was supposed to do it last weekend. Well, my plan was to do it last weekend or 2 weekends ago because it was a holiday weekend, but everybody in my house had the flu, so I was on kid duty. But today it's 60 degrees right now, unusually warm. Then we have a cold front coming through tomorrow night. It's going to be in like the teens for like the next 10 days. So it's now or never because I'm not coming out here in that cold to do this. So I got all my stuff this morning, and I'll show you guys what I'm going to use. I'll tell you how much it cost, and then I'll show you how to make it. So this will be a DIY Pigeon Box Perches. Kind of a how-to video, but let's flip this around. All right, guys, so to do this, it really doesn't require a whole lot. You need a skill saw or jigsaw. Drill is optional, but it's going to make things easier, and I will show you why. Obviously, something to write with. Measuring tape and a square, a wood square. This is going to make everything a lot easier for you. And then this is the wood I'm using. So this is yellow pine dog ear fence posts. It's 1/2 inch thick, 5.5 inches wide, 6 feet tall. My plan is to make 36 box perches out of these. And at Lowe's, my Lowe's, could be different by your Lowe's, these are $2.18 a board. So I got 14 of them. It cost about $36. I only need 12, but for $2, I got 2 extra just in case I mess up. And I'll have some extra wood. So let's get building. All right, guys, so I already marked this up, but I want to show you how I did it. So, because should take no hardware. We're going to slot these boards together. No screws involved until you install them in your loft, and you want to just secure them to the wall so it doesn't tip forward. So first, you got to take the total width of the board. This is labeled as 5.5 inches, but it's not. It's a little over 5.5. It's actually, it's about 5 and 5/8. So splitting that in half is going to be about, if you want to round, it's going to be about 2 7/8 inches. That's about the center. So you want to measure to the center, mark it, use your square, and draw a line down the center, which I already did. As you can see, I have a line down the center. Once you get your line down the center, figure out how long or how wide you want each perch. So I want them to be 10 inches. So make a line across horizontally, 10 inches, 20 inches, so on and so forth down the whole length. Once you do that, mark your 10 inches here and here. So what I'm using to make is I'm going to drill out a 1/2 inch hole here in each center of my X's. I'm going to drill a 1/2 inch hole. Then with my jigsaw, I'm going to cut a 1/2 inch slot to those holes. So there will be a 1/2 inch slot every 10 inches down this board. And you want to do that on every single board. And then they'll slide together. So I'm going to make these 2 cuts. And I'm going to do it on another board. I'm going to make the cuts. And then I'll show you how they slide together and lock into place to make box perches. And then once I show you guys that, I'm going to make all my cuts. And then we'll get back to installing them in the loft. So you see how those slot together? They just slide in. You made 2 cuts on each piece of wood. So it looks like this. And then they just slide together. And each one of your perches is going to be about this big. And you're going to do the same thing all the way down on every board. See? Just go straight down. They'll slide together. It's a lot of cutting. It's a little boring. It's a little tedious. So what I recommend doing is measure and cut one board and then use this as a template. Just lay it down on the next board and with a pen or a pencil, trace the inside of your cut. And then do that on every board, and then just start cutting and put on some music or something. And then by the time before you know it, you'll be done. But all right, so I'm gonna get cutting, and then we are going to install this, and I'm hoping this isn't going to take more than an hour or two, because like I said, it's boring making all these cuts. But all right, I'll cut back to you guys when it's time to do the install. So real quick, you can eliminate the drill bit. This is actually, the wood is much softer than I thought. So once you make your 2 cuts, it just snaps out, making everything a whole lot easier. So just make your 2 cuts the width you need them, and then just snap the wood out. This wood is real soft. You're cutting against the grain, so the grain's running this way, so you get a pretty good break. All right, I'm going to get back to cutting. Everybody, so all my boards are cut. Now all I have to do is put it together inside, but I wanted to show you more or less how it snaps together, slots together. So you'll have, this is 6 feet by 6 feet, 10-inch boxes, 10 by 10. This is for sleeping. This is not for breeding. This is not for, anything. This is, these are box perches. But 10 by 10 inch boxes, 6 foot width, 6 foot tall, gives you 41 boxes, $2.18 a board at Lowe's, my Lowe's. So 41 boxes for about $35 and no hardware involved. So I'm gonna get this inside, and well, I got to do some work in there first. I got to remove some perches and everything, and then get these installed. But just wanted to show you guys how it looks once it starts getting put together. And I think those are pretty good sized boxes. You can see the pigeons behind them actually. So look at that, perfect. Looks like they'll fit right in there. But again, this is for sleeping and stuff. This isn't for breeding. This isn't for nesting. It's just perches. For the young bird section, which I think they'll enjoy. So I'm going to get working on the inside, get some of the stuff out that I need to move out of the way, and then I'll put these together inside, and I'll get back to you guys a little later. All right, guys, so I just installed these, not permanently yet. I've got to, find a way to attach them to the back wall so it doesn't, fall forward, which shouldn't be a problem. I had to trim one end of it on the right side, so I lost six perches, but that's okay. I had a feeling I was gonna have to trim it a little bit. It's like just under 6 feet wide, but they fit fine height-wise, and we got some good perches here now for these birds. There's 36 perches now on this back wall, plus a few other of these V perches I have around. So, yeah, the new young bird should be good. Kind of ripped down extra piece of this. I screwed it to the front, so it keeps all of these together. And then on the top and down on the bottom, I just put a screw into a 2x4, so it won't fall forward. You can still move it around a little bit, but they're pigeons. They don't weigh anything. So me doing it, and they move a little bit, but I can come in here and secure it a little more, a couple more screws here and there, but not necessary. So, but everything looks good. Let me back up. So, yep. So this is going to be the new young bird section. I got to get rid of this 2x4. It's supporting something right now, so I got to like sister the beam together across and strengthen it that way, and then this is going to come out. And this is going to be the new young bird section. I spilled some water over there just now. But, yeah, so they'll trap out there. We got some extra perches around. So all in all, right now, there's 50 places to perch in here, including those boxes. And I think this is a good young bird section. They don't really need, nesting boxes or things like that. I mean, if they want to pretend to play house, they can do it down on the bottom near the floor under there. I really don't care. But, yeah, so we got the box perches done. Next up is remove this, and then we're only maybe 10 days away from bringing a couple birds in here. But, all right, everybody, hope you enjoyed the video, and until the next one.